Hello everyone, this is Matthew bringing you today's Peruvian news update for October 20, 2025. In the next few minutes, we'll cover the latest on the economy, the US dollar, the Bolsa de Valores, the Lima, political developments, the weather, and upcoming cultural events. Let's get started. First, a look at Peru's economy. The country has shown remarkable resilience, marking 17 consecutive months of growth. In August, the economy expanded by 3.2%, supported by strong private investment, household consumption, and overall macroeconomic stability. However, challenges remain. The current account deficit has slightly increased, mainly due to a trade deficit as strong domestic demand lifts imports while exports remain steady. Breaking it down further, non-primary GDP grew by 3.2%, fueled by commerce and services, whereas primary GDP slowed by 1.8%, mainly due to a 2% drop in copper production, which represents nearly 60% of total mining output. The fishing sector also contracted by 11.5% because of lower landings for direct consumption. Moving on to the currency market. The US dollar is currently trading at approximately 3.3797 soles. This represents a slight depreciation of the Peruvian sol and reflects increased demand for US dollars, likely influenced by inflation concerns and capital flight. Investors are showing a close eye on these movements as they impact imports, exports, and overall economic stability. On to the stock market front. The Bolsa de Valores de Lima, or BVL, has seen a downturn recently with a market capitalization of roughly $4.7 billion. This is a 6.6% decrease compared to last year. The decline is linked to political instability, investor uncertainty, and slower performance in key sectors such as mining and fishing. In politics, President Jose Yeri took office after the impeachment of Dina Boluarte. His administration faces significant challenges, including widespread protests led by Generation Z, initially demanding better wages and pensions. Unfortunately, some demonstrations have escalated. In a recent protest in Lima, one person was killed and over 100 others, including police and journalists, were injured. These protests have also highlighted broader concerns about crime, corruption, and political instability. The government has declared a state of emergency in Lima to restore order, and President Jerry has affirmed that he will not resign amid the unrest. For those planning their week, here's a quick weather update for Lima. October 20, high 21 degrees Celsius and a low 16 degrees Celsius, partly sunny. October 21st, high 21 degrees Celsius, a low of 16 degrees Celsius, mostly sunny. The same weather pattern goes for October 22nd, October 23rd, and October 24th, where October 25th, the high will be 21 degrees Celsius and the low will be 16 degrees Celsius, increasing sunshine. October 26th, the high will be 21 degrees Celsius low and 17 degrees Celsius after a cloudy start. Sunshine returns. Now moving on to cultural events. The Señor de los Milagros procession in Lima continues to draw thousands of devotees. The Mistura Food Festival is returning, showcasing Peru's rich culinary heritage with over 50 local chefs and traditional dishes. In Cusco, visitors can enjoy the Huamante Lake Day trip, offering breathtaking views of the Andes. That wraps up today's Peruvian news update. We've covered the economy, currency, stock market, political developments, the weather, and cultural events. I'm Matthew, and thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next update.